Here we have a 2004 Renault Laguna with the 1.9 DCI diesel engine, which has started to run on its own oil as though the turbocharger has failed and it's pumping oil into the inlet. And they've made a small hole in the bottom of the intercooler just to see what comes out, and sure enough, nice lot of oil in the intercooler. Now, before we start looking at a nice expensive turbocharger replacement, these engines have quite a complicated little oil breather system. You can just see just here, if I get this camera angle right, vents the pressure from the engine through this breather straight into the inlet. If we take this breather off, probably can't really see very well, but it's nice and oily. It's been leaking out of the bottom of the pipe. When we take this breather off, this is one pipe, just see, make sure everything's clear. It's just held on by two screws, here and here. Just take the dipstick out, lift this breather out, and this is the catch bottle. So it breathes in through here and up through here, and it sits like this. And any oil that's in the air that's pressuring, bearing in mind this is quite a high mileage engine, so it is breathing quite a bit. But the oil, excess oil, runs back down into the engine. And on this, I'll try and see if we can see this. Down in here is, might be better if I actually take this off here so you can see properly. Down there, or there, is the pipe that the oil runs back down, and as you can see, it's pretty well blocked. And if I can put this on here, you will see that it's actually solid with carbon. So it's little wonder that the oil's being pumped round into the engine. So before we start putting a new turbocharger on this, I'm going to clean all that pipe work out, make sure it's clear, and then run the engine up for a while, see what oil comes out. Now, if you've got oil coming out of this hole in the bottom of the intercooler, it's a small hole which is just made big enough to let the oil out, but small enough you can put a self-tapping screw in it to seal it up again. You probably won't please your neighbours or anyone who's got a decent clean driveway if you're parking on there, because you're going to drip a bit of oil, but it's the only way to clear it out successfully. And then once it's stopped, you can just plug it back up with a self-tapping screw. But we'll run this engine up for a while and just see if this makes a difference.